We want to play meaningful games. We are, and we want to be in the playoffs and play in front of you guys.
That's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. As a Montreal Canadiens fan, that is why, a big reason why it's so special to be a fan of this team and to get to these moments where you get to experience the best reasons why being a Montreal Canadiens fan is so special. And even if you're a hockey fan in general, I've heard it countless times over and over again from people I know that I've met over the years, visiting fans of the opposing team going into the Bell Center and getting goosebumps just when the Canadiens come out onto the ice for a regular season game. And you can imagine what that's like in a playoff game. And Montreal is not there yet. As excited and happy as I am right now, and I think we should be, this team is blowing expectations. I mean, they're overachieving, I think, is fair to say. We didn't expect this from them. We expected them to be close to in the mix, but now, at this particular moment, and yes, they are in a playoff spot. Yes, let's pull it up for a second here. At this moment, they are in a playoff spot as we speak. So the reason I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves is just because there's still, amazingly, a lot of hockey left to be played. 15 games might not seem like much, but getting this late in the season and still having a chance to make the playoffs is something we're not used to. And now these games all seem like they're going to take forever, right? Like just the rest of the season seems like it could be long, which maybe isn't necessarily a bad thing. But this roster has not been crazy inspiring, right? From an overall standpoint. We didn't add at the trade deadline, and we added some players. We added Laine, we added Carrier, we added Jakub Dobeš. But getting back to why it's so special to play here, players like Josh Anderson, Christian Dvorak, and Brendan Gallagher taking over the game last night against the Ottawa Senators and just proving that it's the best time of the year to get hot, first of all, because this is the stretch run to the playoffs. The Canadiens are, to me, again, doing better than we expected. I don't have a whole lot more to say. I want to get straight to the point here. I just wanted to jump on here with you guys because the biggest game of the year last night, I couldn't even watch it from front to back. And that's the first game I haven't been able to watch in a while, front to back, even if I recorded it. So I listened live when I could. I was busy throughout the night, but to to not talk about that game would be pretty tough for me to do. You guys know that I get on here when I can, and it's a passion that I've shared with you. It's a privilege to do this, as I always say, and I always will say, because this is why, part of why I do it, because this is when you guys are the most interested, is when the Canadiens are winning and bringing us to our feet, getting us excited to see this team go on to victory. Eventually, we know what we want, and we know what we want long term, but this is why it's so special to be a Montreal Canadiens fan. And Josh Anderson, just, a player that has had such a huge bounce back season. It's not like he's putting up 25 goals. He's got 12, 13 goals. In fact, I want to fact check myself here because I hate getting it wrong. And you guys will always correct me, but Josh's stats this season, certainly offensively, are better than last season. And he has 12, I was right, actually, 12 goals, 10 assists. So that's 22 points in 67 games. But what he has been doing in general, from an offensive or defensive standpoint, and like Marty St. Louis said yesterday, it's that this soundbite is making the rounds, that Josh Anderson is a culture leader. This is why it's so special to be a Montreal Canadiens fan, because we get to partake in some way in the success of this team. If they get in, I will be at either game 3 or 4, because they likely won't have home ice advantage. Should they get in, I'll get a chance for the first time ever to experience NHL playoff hockey, and it'll be at the Bell Center in Montreal. And we're getting a taste of what it could be like, but at this point, it sure is darn close. And not only can the Canadiens smell it, they can taste it now, as they are currently in this final wild card position. So I came on here not to tell you guys a whole lot of stuff you didn't know already from last night, and just want to say, like, this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. This makes the channel that much more fun to do, because even though this channel started pretty much like as the rebuild was beginning, as Habs Tonight was still going, this is what we've been waiting for. And we're not there yet. We don't have a playoff spot clinched, but this is what we watch for, we cheer for, and we get to enjoy it together as one big happy family, right? Let's just keep cheering these guys on because they are an inspired hockey team. There's so much I could say. Nick Suzuki, Captain Nick. What can you say about the guy? I knew when I met that kid for the first time that there was something special about him, and it's really starting to show what it is that was so special about him. He's getting better every single season. Amazing. But it's not just him. It's not just him. It's everybody behind him. And whatever that conversation was between him and Kent Hughes, we may never fully know. But what we do know is Nick Suzuki, after that Four Nations tournament and not getting a chance to play for Team Canada, yep, you bet your sorry behind that Nick Suzuki said, just like Marty St. Louis' mom always told him, I'll show you. Show them, Marty, is what his mom used to say to Marty. And now Nick is showing us why he is the captain. So everybody is pulling their weight right now. It's not all about Nick, but it's amazing to see what this team has done. So I'm going to wrap it up here and say thank you so much. Hit like and subscribe. We'll see you real soon, guys. Go Habs, go. Let's enjoy the ride.